Claremont Road, oh, it should be good then.
We're not just defending Jeremy Corbyn, we're defending his ideas, everything he stands for, everything we stand for. He is fundamentally on anti-austerity. He puts the blame where it lies. It's not our fault for the bankers' crisis, it's theirs, and they need to stop making us pay for it. It's not migrants who train on us today, not the migrants who bring down public services, it's not the migrants who bring down wages, it's the problem is with the corporate and political elite. Jeremy Corbyn puts the blame where it lies.
Comrades, friends, what a pleasure to be here. And I can tell you one thing, this MP's not terrified and Corbyn's on fire. This MP's not terrified and Corbyn's on fire. Thank you, comrades. We here today are a manifestation of what the Labour Party stands for. Democracy. Democracy and its internal procedures, but democracy in terms of the way we want to run our country. That everybody has a say, it's all open and transparent.
Corbyn's consistently fought against war. In fact, he chaired this organisation, Stop the War. He voted against Trident. He voted against the war in Iraq. He voted against bombing Libya. He voted against bombing Syria. And every time, he gets it right. So I'm really pleased to have Tam Wortley from Stop the War speak next. Thank you.
I'm speaking to you today on behalf of Stop the War Coalition. Jeremy Corbyn was our chair until his election as leader of our Labour Party. Stop the War was founded when George W. Bush announced the war on terror in 2001. We oppose the British establishment's addiction to war and its squandering of public resources on the military. We are committed to supporting Palestinian rights, opposing racism and Islamophobia, and the defence of civil liberties. Jeremy Corbyn has asked us to be kind in our deliberations, but I can never forgive Tony Blair. The Chilcot report provides all the evidence. Blair's Iraq war was illegal, criminally incompetent in execution and catastrophic in consequences. The meetings Blair had with Bush, we will be with you whatever, the exaggeration of intelligence, the failure to provide the armed forces with even the basic equipment, the inadequacies of planning for the post-Saddam era are clearly documented. Weapons of mass destruction were not eradicated as they did not exist. Al-Qaeda groups were not eliminated as they were not in Iraq at that time. Saddam was removed, but Iraq evolved from tyranny to anarchy. 179 British service personnel dead, 6,000 wounded and living with the consequences. Over 250,000 Iraqis dead, millions displaced from their homes, billions of pounds spent, and for what? Iraq is still in meltdown. The invasion of Iraq increased the terrorist threat and helped spawn ISIS. Even Blair and Obama have accepted that now. Blair has been strikingly unrepentant. I can't say sorry for Iraq, I'd do it again. A stark contrast to Jeremy Corbyn, who has apologised on behalf of the Labour Party. The Chilcot report is an unprecedented, devastating indictment of how a Prime Minister was allowed to make decisions discarding all pretence at Cabinet, subverting the intelligence agencies and making exaggerated claims about threats to Britain's security. Did you know that there wasn't even any formal documentation of the decision to go to war? Blair decided and the rest were expected to blindly follow, and guess what? Many of the parliamentary Labour Party did follow, including the usual suspects: Angela Eagle, Hilary Benn, Tom Watson. Chilcot is the official judgment and the voice of the establishment. So for Jeremy Corbyn and those millions who stood against war, including the families of those who lost their lives, It is a vindication of their long struggle. The legacy of the invasion is evident now in the violence in the Middle East, including Syria. Jeremy Corbyn has stopped the war, opposed further bombing. Adding fuel to the fire is not the answer. Massive diplomatic efforts must be made. Saudi Arabia, Qatar and NATO member Turkey must stop giving aid, arms and logistical support to ISIS. Meantime, we must welcome far more refugees from the conflict zones we have helped to create. Finally, Jeremy and the Stop the War Coalition are opposed to Trident. It is a hugely expensive fantasy defence system which is neither independent nor a deterrent to our 21st century problems. Terrorists, cyber warfare, global warming, health pandemics. The huge financial cost and the industrial skills being used to build useless Trident submarines could be released to save our NHS and develop a re-industrialisation strategy. So where are we now? For once, a real socialist is in charge of our Labour Party. Not a red Tory nor a warmongering liar. If we are to succeed against a biased media and, shall we be kind and save the misguided Parliamentary Labour Party, we need help. Whoever you are, wherever you are, speak up for Jeremy Corbyn. Write to your MPs and talk to everyone. This is our party and we have full confidence in Jeremy Corbyn. Join Stop the War Coalition and of course vote for Jeremy Corbyn.
Right, brilliant. Our next